Hi, my name is Caitlin Fell. I'm the Outreach Specialist at the University of Tulsa. I'd just like to give you an update on the services that we're going to be offering this fall. First of all, I'd like to let you guys know that our website is still a good resource for information and resources this fall. I'd like to tell you all how to get there again. So if you go to Google, you can Google the University of Tulsa Counseling Center. You can also abbreviate that to UTulsa Counseling Center, and it'll be the first website that pops up. So it'll take you here to our opening web page. You can always scroll down to get to other information, but for our purposes, you can just click on Self-Help Toolkit. So this Self-Help Toolkit is going to give you the information for our number that you can call if you'd like to set up an individual appointment or group appointment or couples appointment. These are all going to be virtual this semester. Also, if you're in a crisis where you're in imminent harm to yourself or others, you can call Campus Security, which is 918-631-5555. And if it's mental health related at all, then the 24-hour on-call counseling counselor will respond as well, and they'll either respond to that with a call or virtually, or if the case warrants, then we'll also either respond in person wearing the appropriate PPE. So just know that if there's a crisis where you are in imminent harm to yourself or others, you can always call Campus Security, and the on-call counselor will be reached as well. So with the resources in the Self-Help Toolkit, there's a number of things that come up. So there is COVID-specific related resources. There's also online counseling resources outside of the university. So there's also stuff that if you feel like you want to get resources in the greater Tulsa area, you can go to that link. There's also mobile applications that could be useful to you when you're at home or even on campus. Also just helpful videos. So these could be TED Talks, also just any other videos that are counseling related, either also just related to anxiety, depression, stuff like that could help to give you some information. And there's also resources related to interpersonal violence. So these are some online resources to help you as well there. And then I'd also like to talk about the virtual workshops. So if you go into the virtual workshops link, the first video that pops up is about emotion regulation. So emotion regulation is when, you just can't really control your emotions. You're not sure what's going on with your emotions. You're having trouble recognizing what emotion is going on. This video is going to kind of help you there with those types of feelings. The second video is DBT Wise Mind, and there's a number of things going on within this video. When this workshop was going on in person, it was kind of a choose your own adventure, so there was a number of ways it could go, but this video kind of walks you through all the different options. So there is an option to talk about communication skills, an option to talk about how to best start relationships, friendships or otherwise. There's also an option to talk about how best to respond when you are overwhelmed, feeling overwhelmed, in kind of like feeling overwhelmed in such a way that you need to take a step back from the situation. So that's DBT Wise Mind. So the next one is mindfulness. So I know right now we all might want to kind of look toward the future in a time when this pandemic might not be happening, or we can all get back to our quote unquote normal lives. But mindfulness is kind of a way to get us to be a little bit less stressed out by continuing to look toward the future, by getting us to focus on the here and now and what's going on now. And so mindfulness is a way to just get us to, stop what's going on around us and just focus on what's going on now. Sleep hygiene is focusing on sleep, obviously, and just ways for us to better practice sleep. I know a lot of us like to look at our phones before bed, maybe even watch some TV or play video games, and sleep hygiene is a way to just tell us what best practices for going to sleep. And that may be, taking a an hour before bed to not be on our electronics, or setting a set time to go to sleep and a set time to wake up to kind of have that sleep schedule. So that's the sleep hygiene workshop as well. So these are just the virtual workshops that we have right now, and we'll be adding to these throughout the semester. So be sure to check back throughout the semester to see what workshops are continuing to be added. The other offerings throughout the fall semester that we're going to have are virtual, individual, group, and couples counseling. So as far as group therapy goes, we don't have the theme of the group therapy decided yet. However, we will figure the group themes out soon, and then we'll add that information again to our website so that you all can look and see if you'd be interested in that. Right now, group therapy is a great way because we're all kind of going through similar things, especially with the pandemic going on, and it's a good way to kind of meet with people even virtually to just share what's going on and feel a sense of community. Another offering that we're going to be having this semester is consultation appointments. So consultation appointments is when you're feeling like you may only need one appointment to just kind of feel like what's going on, or when you aren't quite sure if you need individual or if you need group, and you'd like some help from a counselor to figure out which one you think might fit you better. And I kind of touched on this earlier, but talking about whether, throughout your college experience, you're going to maybe feel like you're in a crisis at one point where you feel like you may be a harm to yourself or others. And when that happens, feel free to always call campus security. And that number again is 918-631-5555. And if it's in any way mental health related, if the crisis is mental health related, we have an on-call 24-hour on-call counselor who will then either reach out by phone, virtually, or come on scene with PPE if needed to figure out what next steps need to be taken. Another way that you can help if someone maybe isn't in a crisis, or if you feel like they just need some extra resources and support, feel free to fill out a King Cares for this individual. And you can do that by going to Google. So you can go to Google, and we'll show you how to do this again. UTulsa King Cares. And it'll be the first one again, and you'll click Submit a King Cares report. So once you click on that, it'll take you to a form where you can submit a form, and you can either put your name. You don't have to put your name. It can be anonymous, but you will want to put the name of the student that you're concerned about, and then put a description of what the concerning behavior is. And once this form's submitted, it'll be submitted to me, and then I will reach out to the student and make sure that they get the resources and support that they need. And that is just all the services that we'll be offering this fall. And I just really hope that you all reach out to us and utilize these services, because they are going to be what help you succeed this fall. And I look forward to seeing you all virtually, and I hope that you have a great semester. And our number again to reach out to us is 918-631-2200. And our email is tucpsc@utulsa.edu. Thank you and have a great day.